Hello, everybody. We got several people in here already. Hi, guys. How's everything going this evening? I'm happy to see you all. Let's see who all we got in here. Where to Begin Homestead. Hi. Where to Begin Homestead is a habitual winner of our trivia, so you guys should watch out for her. Hi, Barb's Country Home, Cajun Hydroponics, Abundance Acres Homestead. Let's see, we got Dragonflies Ozark Homestead. Sheena D. Hi. Thanks for coming in, guys. So we'll hang out a little while, let people collectively come in, and then we'll start our trivia tonight. Can everybody hear me and see me? I guess I should have started out with that first. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is everything looking and hearing good? Hearing good, sounding good. Oh, Miss Cajun Hydroponics. She's the queen. Hi, it's Kenny. Has everybody had a nice day? We had some storms come through last night, lots and lots of rain. Didn't damage anything, but there were some high winds, but everything was okay. We locked up some goats that were pregnant, and this morning we had 5 baby goats. And with the time change, it is just now getting dark here, and I am loving that. All that extra daylight. It's so nice. So nice. Hi, Nana Grace. Thanks for coming in. We'll give it about 10 or 15 minutes, and we can just chat about whatever. Let people come straggling in. I think we have one more goat to come in, and that will be all of ours for now anyway. I have 2 rabbits that are due any time, but they're holding on to those babies like they're gold, or they're really not pregnant, because I'm not as good with rabbits telling if they're pregnant or not. It's really hard to tell, other than they get fat, but I feed them more when I think they're pregnant, so they get fat anyway. So the rain and past couple of days it's been dark, so I've been hardening off plants on the front porch for to go outside. It won't be long and we can put those bad boys in the ground. Are they making a nest? They are not making a nest as of yet. Hello, Will It Grow? Hello, Ginger Ninja. Thanks for coming in, guys. Hi, Shangy Girl. Little Piece of Heaven Farm. Thanks for coming in. So we got about 5 more minutes and we'll start the trivia. I'll let you guys know what you're playing for tonight, because we have, if you've never been to my trivia, the first, second, and third place winners get a prize. I ship it to you in the mail, but you do have to be in the United States. But just because it costs so much for me to ship outside the United States. But I put up 3 prizes, and the top winner gets to choose what they want, and then the second winner will choose from what's left, and then the third winner You just have what you have. And at any point in time, if you do not want, you can forfeit the prize and I'll give it to the next runner up. So first we have pressure canning, 2 books in 1. And that's up for a prize tonight. And we have a cookbook, Recipes from the Heart. And we have another cookbook, Slow Cooker Recipes, Home Style Meals. And all the cookbooks that I always put up are cookbooks that they're usually put out by churches or schools or something to that effect, sometimes fire departments, for fundraisers. So these are recipes that real people use, and most of the time they don't have a bunch of ingredients that you've never heard of, or you're going to buy once and only use it once, and then it gets stale in your cabinet. Hi, Broke Cowgirl Homestead. So that's what's up for grabs tonight. And I had to hunt these up because I am slacking on looking for things to give away on the lives. And I thought, oh, what am I going to give away tonight? So I went through the cookbooks and I grabbed these and said these will work. So they were kind of a second thought tonight. Sorry, but that's what's up for grabs tonight. And I hope whoever wins them can find some use out of them. What's everybody got going on? What have you got planting? Does anybody have any goals for their garden this year? I try to make a goal every year to grow something that I've never grown before and hope I like it once, if I can grow it. And I can never remember eating eggplant. So I don't think I've ever even tasted eggplant, but I'm going to try eggplant again this year. I tried it last year, and our squash, our zucchini, and our eggplant all went to pot because it rained and rained and rained, and that end of the garden stood in water for so long, it just killed all the plants. So didn't do any good with any of those last year. So Kajari melons, did I say that right? Broke Cowgirl Homestead is doing Kajari melons. I'm not sure what Kajari melons are, but I'll look that up. Cajun Hydroponics, 3,000 pounds of tomatoes. That's a lot of tomatoes. We had a lot of tomatoes last year, but I don't know that we had anywhere near 3,000 pounds. That's a lot of tomatoes. Blood oranges. That sounds good. Blood oranges. I'm trying to think if I've ever tasted a blood orange. I like oranges. I assume they taste like oranges. Did 1,400 just for 2 greenhouses. Man, that's a lot of maters. Am I saying that right? Are they called Kajari melons? And they raised beds yesterday. Yeah, you guys are getting them in the ground, aren't you? That's nice. It won't be long when we can put ours in the ground also. I think our last frost date is April the 8th, I think. Peter Peppers. Hi, Shanna Craft. How are you today? But we're doing some eggplant this year, so it'll be the first year, if that does any good, that I've ever grown that. and I hope I like it. I don't know. I'm going to look up some recipes, you know, if it comes in, and try it and see if I like it. And what else are we planting that's new? Oh, I have some blueberry bushes that I'm going to plant. I know I like blueberries, but my dad has some blueberry bushes, but I've never grown blueberries. So we have 3 of them we're fixing to put in the ground. And of course, we won't get anything this year, but next year, hopefully we'll get enough off 3 bushes to make a pie, I hope. Trying to think of anything else new that we're planning. I think everything else is just butter beans. I think butter beans and lima beans are the only beans that I know that I just don't like. So I wouldn't grow those, but my parents love them. I just, for some reason, butter beans and lima beans taste exactly the same to me for whatever reason. Hi, John. Thanks for coming in. I did Thai lavender, frog eggplant, and about the size of grapes. Good in stir fries. Oh, I'm also doing Brussels sprouts this year. I didn't start it from seed. I got a plant. One of my friends gave me a plant. She bought like a pack of 6, and she said, I only need like 2. You want a couple? So I have 2 of those. It'd be the first year I've done Brussels sprouts too. No new fancy stuff this year. We don't do a lot of new fancy stuff, but I like to try something new every year. And I don't always have a success with it, but I like to try it anyway. What did I plant last year? Kohlrabi. Oh, I planted kohlrabi last year, was like my new thing. I was doing kohlrabi and eggplant was 2 new things I wanted to try last year. My eggplant didn't do any good, but my kohlrabi did okay, and I tasted it and it was okay. I mean, it was edible. I made stir fry out of it. It's not anything that I would say, man, I just want to get me some kohlrabi. So I probably won't be growing that anymore, but it grew when we tried it and it was edible. I'm going to try the yard long beans this year. So I've seen those, and or I think I know what you're talking about. Are they the really long ones that they turn yellow? Is that what you're talking about? Abundance acres? Make slaw with it. With the kohlrabi, is that what you're talking about? Where to begin homestead? I didn't try slaw. I looked up recipes and I really like stir fry. So I was like, oh, I'm going to try it and stir fry, because I put cabbage in my stir fry, and I replaced the cabbage with the kohlrabi, and I like the cabbage better. So I'm wondering if they're like regular green beans. So you guys should do a video on those beans so I can watch it and know if I want to try it next year. Lots of times that's how I find out if I want to try something or not, is I watch somebody else and I'm like, yeah, I want to try that. So Abundance Acres, you should do a video on it so I can keep up with it and see if I want to try it next year. But you should also do a taste test on it so I know what it tastes like. I'll pick when they're green. We'll do a video for sure. Great. I'll be waiting on it. Okay, so we're about 15 minutes in, so we're going to go ahead and start this trivia. I'm going to go over how to play in case you've never been here before. So the question will pop up with multiple answers, and you don't have to type in the answer. You would just put in, it's going to say 1, 2, 3, or 4, and you'll just put the number of the answer you think it is in the chat, and the computer does everything for me, tells me who was the fastest answer, and all that, and tells us who won at the end. Also, I will be reading the questions and answers out loud. You won't be able to see me. All you'll see is the questions and the answers on the screen, but you'll be able to hear me. And I do that for the people that are playing on a phone or a tablet, because it makes it so small, it's really hard for them to read the questions and answers. So that's what'll go on. And we're fixing to start. So everybody give me a minute so I can get the trivia up, and good luck to everyone. And if you win, don't run off of the live, because at the end, I will announce the winners. You'll be able to see the winners, but I'll announce the winners. You'll have to tell me which item you want. And also, hi, my Raindrop Life, Whiskey and Sunshine Off Grid. Thanks for coming in. You have to tell me which item you want, and you'll also have to email your physical address or a P.O. box or something where you want me to send your item to. So I'm going to pull up the trivia now. Bear with me. Or I think I am. Share screen. And all right. Can everybody see the live trivia and hear me at this point? It's doing its countdown, and it'll start here shortly, but I need to know everybody can see it, everybody can hear me, everything's good on y'all's end. And please hit the thumbs up, by the way. That helps our channel out a lot, just letting YouTube know that you like what you're seeing, and helps out the algorithm, and it's free and we appreciate it. And if you guys have any community pages, we would appreciate if you shared this out and other people could come play with us. They can come in the middle of a game. There's 25 questions, so there's plenty of time for them to jump in here and play with us. Thank you very much, Cajun Hydroponics. And it is hard for me to read the chat and keep up with all the chat and the questions and answers, and I'll try to, but it's just kind of hard because I have to flip through screens to make this big enough for me to read these questions and answers. Thank you, Will It Grow? All right, our first question. They're about blank U.S. farms. Number 1, 2 million. Number 2, 25 million. Number 3, 10 million. Number 4, 100 million. And I want to learn how to put the Jeopardy music in here, by the way, to anybody's new in here. And if you can tell me how to do that, that would be great. So we could have the boo, 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 boo. And the answer was number 1, 2 million. No need for music. Roughly blank people work for the country's more than 2 million farms. Number 1, 3 million. Number 2, 10 million. Number 3, 75,000. Number 4, 100 million. And the answer is number 1, 3 million. The USDA defines a farm as a place producing and selling at least blank of agricultural products in a year. Number 1, $25,000. Number 2, $1,000. Number 3, $1 million. Number 4, $5,000. And the answer is number 2, $1,000. Farmers will need to grow how much more food to meet demands by 2050? Now, this is a prediction. Number 1, 50% more. Number 2, 25% more. Number 3, 10% more. Number 4, 70% more. And the answer was number 4, 70%. That's quite a bit more. All the more reason you should grow your own food. The U.S. has more than blank acres of farmland. Number 1, 1 million. Number 2, 100 million. Number 3, 9 million. Number 4, 5 million. Hi, Lori's World. Thanks for coming in. We're just on question 5 of 25, so you have plenty of time to jump in here and play and win some prizes. And the answer is number 3, 9 million. Hello, Homestead Aquarius. Thanks for coming in. A hen can lay about blank eggs a year. Number 1, 250. Number 2, 1,000. Number 3, 100. Number 4, 500. So Whiskey and Sunshine, this is going with laying hens, production laying hens. So the answer is number 1, 250. So all the questions tonight are surrounded around farming, agricultural in the United States. Blank is the largest egg producer in the world with roughly 160 billion a year. Number 1, United States. Number 2, Russia. Number 3, Mexico. Number 4, China. And the answer is number 4, China. So most of the time, my trivias are gardening questions, things of that nature. But in the predicament that our country is getting in, I thought this would be great to do tonight, just to give you a little more knowledge about where our food is coming from. Blank production is key to making crayons. Number 1, wheat. Number 2, soybean. Number 3, eggs. Number 4, corn. It just seems like that we may have the perfect storm going on to make bad things happen to a food chain that will cripple lots of people. And I truly believe that you should be able to grow your food. You should be able to preserve your food and feed your children and your family. And then if you can help somebody else, great. But you should be able to take care of your own. I mean, everybody would be hurting, but as long as you've got food and you can take care of yourself, I think you're going to be all right. And some people just won't because they haven't listened. And all the signs are there that something may or may not be happening or going to happen. It's really scary. Will it grows picking them all? And the answer is number 2, soybeans. The United States is home to how many breeds of sheep? Number 1, 22. Number 2, 17. Number 3, 47. Number 4, 50. Hello, Callahan's Town and Country. Thanks for coming in. Go ahead and jump in and play trivia with us. And the answer is number 3, 47. All right. Pays off to pay attention. 1 pound of wool can make how many miles of yarn? Number 1, 10 miles. Number 2, 7 miles. Number 3, 1 mile. Number 4, 4 miles. This poor sheep, before they shear them, they look like that wool would be so heavy to tote around. Go back to the chicken questions. Tell you the truth, I don't know if there's any more chicken questions or not, because I made this quiz or trivia weeks ago. Number 1 is the answer, 10 miles. Inside a baseball, the core is wrapped in blank yards of wool yarn. Number 1, 200. Number 2, 10. Number 3, 6. Number 4, 150. And the answer is number 4, 150. Tall, dense lines of trees are often planted around the edge of fruit farms. Why? Number 1, wind breaks. Number 2, shade. Number 3, deterrent for pests. Number 4, blocks out the cold. And the answer is number 1, windbreaks. The invention of the wheat combine in blank changed farming forever. 1, 1900. 2, 1950. 3, 1934. 4, 1919. John, did you put in 33? The answer is number 3, 1934. Yeah, I noticed that. And also misspelled the 30. It says 30. Each head on a stem of wheat contains about how many kernels? Number 1, 20. Number 2, 1,000. Number 3, 100. Number 4, 50. Yeah, you guys have to look over my spelling mistakes. I did this when I was working, so I was multitasking. Not sure you've seen pictures of a combine in 1920s. All I can tell you is that these answers come from Google, and a lot of them came from the USDA on some of these questions. Not that one, but some of them did. And the answer is number 4, 50. So maybe that's where I got it from, Cajun Hydroponics, Danny, because I lived in Morgan City, Louisiana until I was about 8 years old. On average, a dairy cow produces blank gallons of milk a day. 1, 2. Number 2, 3. 3, 10. 4, 6. You're about 60 miles from Morgan City. The answer is number 4, 6. It takes blank squirts to make a gallon of milk. 1, 220. 2, 350. 3, 100. 4, 500. Cajun hydroponics, I went to Bayou Vista Elementary School when we lived in Morgan City. And the answer is number 2, 350. You know where that's at. That's neat. The average age of an American farmer is number 1, 27, number 2, 63, number 3, 72, number 4, 58. Yeah, I would imagine the machine would count the squirts. Broke Cowgirl Homestead, she's counted the squirts. And the answer is number 4, 58. Less than blank of U.S. farmland is organic. 1, 20%. 2, 10%. 3, 1%. 4, 5%. And the answer is number 3, 1%. The average size of an organic farm is blank acres, far less than the average of 444 acres of all U.S. farms. Number 1, 285, 2, 21, 3, 172, 4, 53. And the answer is number 1, 285. California has how many organic farms? Number 1, 2,700. Number 2, 6,000. Number 3, 1,500. Number 4, 5,025. Hi, Indiana Backyard Gardener. Thanks for coming in. Well, I'm glad you got to come by. And the answer is number 1, 2,700. Only 2 other states have more than 1,000 organic farms. What states are they? Number 1, Wisconsin and New York. Number 2, Idaho and Alaska. Number 3, Georgia and Pennsylvania. Number 4, Alabama and Florida. And the answer is number 1, Wisconsin and New York. Blank alone grows enough cotton each year to make more than one pair of jeans for every American. Number 1, Tennessee. Number 2, Florida. Number 3, Arizona. Number 4, Alabama. And the answer is number 3, Arizona. Nobody guessed Arizona. I wouldn't have either. It takes about blank cranberries to make a gallon of juice. 1, 2,000. 2, 6,800. 3, 4,400. 4, 850. And the answer is number 3, 4,400. About half the country's peanuts come from what state? Number 1, Texas. Number 2, New York. Number 3, Mississippi. Number 4, Georgia. And the answer is number 4, Georgia. And a lot of them come from Jimmy Carter's peanut farm in Georgia. What state has the highest percentage of land dedicated to farming in America? Number 1, Virginia. Number 2, Oklahoma. Number 3, New Mexico. Number 4, Nebraska. And keep in mind, I believe this is cattle, farm animals, along with growing stuff. It's not just crops. And the answer is number 4, Nebraska. Okay, so that's our last question, and it's going to show us in just a moment who the top 3 winners are. So our top 3 winners, our first is John Brinkworth. Our second is It's Kenny. And there's that Where to Begin Homestead. Man, she's a winner every single time, just about. Okay, so don't run off John, Kenny, or Where to Begin Homestead, because I have to write this down, and then I'll be right back and see what prizes you guys win. And if you don't want it, you can forfeit it, and I'll send it on to the next person. Bear with me just a moment. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I have to write this down or I will not remember who won or what's going on. All right. And I want to stop sharing my screen. Okay. Let's go here and stop this. Get rid of that. All right. So, John Brinkworth, you are the first winner. So I have this pressure canning, 2 books in one. I have a recipe book, Recipes from the Heart, and I have slow cooker recipes. Do you want any of these books? And if you do, I need to know which one you want. Are you still with us, John Brinks? There you are. Canning cookbook. Okay. Canning cookbook. Okay, so I'm going to put my email address in here. John, you're going to need to email me. Tell me you want the canning cookbook and give me an address to send it to. So the canning cookbook is gone, and now it's Kenny with second place. Kenny, can you tell me if you want the recipes from the heart or the slow cooker recipe cookbook? Or if you don't want either one of them, I'll go on to the next person. Recipes from the heart. Okay. And Kenny, I need you to send me an address to send this to my email, and tell me the name of the cookbook, recipes from the heart, you won the trivia, and what address you want it sent to, because without an address, I can't get it to you. I'll put my address in here, email address again. I need the full address, zip code, and everything. All right. And where to begin homestead? Do you want the slow cooker cookbook? Okay. So you will need to send me, I know I have your address somewhere, but you know the drill. You've done it several times. Please email me. Let me know what book you want and where you want me to send it to. And so let's see. That was our top 3 winners. And Abundant Acres was our runner up, and then Cajun Hydroponics was behind them. I don't have prizes for just the top 3 winners, but congratulations, everybody. Thanks for coming in. And we do this once a month on a Wednesday night. I always have prizes to give away, and I appreciate everyone showing up. And if you don't care, go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. We look at Cajun Hydroponics in here talking dirty. Did get that, stop that filthiness, Team Aquarius. Come on now. Team Willow Grove's got this. All right. So I am going to say good night and God bless you all. And I hope everybody has a wonderful night. And keep an eye out. We do this once a month on a Wednesday night. Like I said, I always have prizes, and it's a lot of fun. And if nothing else, maybe you might learn something. It's usually about gardening, unless it's a special occasion like Mother's Day. I might do a trivia about Mother's Day or something like that. That's right. He's in here with his filthy mouth talking about Team Aquarius. Will It's Grow has this. We're going to get it. But I appreciate everybody showing up. I'm going to go get ready for bed because got to get up early in the AM and go to work. Thanks for showing up. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night.